up, everybody?
Hey, guys.
Welcome back to Tandem Fandom. I'm Courtney.
I'm Mick.
And today we're going over the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam.
It's like a weekend at Bernie's, because it was kind of dead, or whatever that song's saying.
Yeah, it was weird.
So let's come right out, right here at the beginning. This was a long fucking show.
It was long. It had some low spots.
Had some great spots.
It had some really great spots.
Overall, the event, if I had one word to describe it, one word to attach to it, weird. That's what I got. It was weird.
It was weird. I mean, Jon Stewart showed up.
Keep this man away from wrestling, please.
Stop. I mean, it really sucked the last time he was involved with the whole John Cena thing.
It was weird. a recurring theme at the hottest event of the summer.
And like, I like him. Don't get me wrong. I like Jon Stewart. He's a funny guy. I love his opinions.
That's why I'm gonna kill him last.
Ha. But
stay out of my wrestling. Just stay away from it. So let's dive into it. You know, on the pre-show, you got 3 matches. 2 of which were just kind of like, which
the two of which didn't really hold any weight.
They were kind of slapped together, honestly. I mean, you had Team Babyface versus Team Heel in a 12-man tag. American Alpha, the Hype Bros, the Usos against Breezango, the Ascension, and the Vaudevillains. Team Babyface wins. Like,
go figure.
I get it. You know, they were building to the point where, you know, they're introducing the tag belts on SmackDown,
so they didn't
spotlight
really have
on them.
any storylines going with the tag teams yet, anyway.
Yeah, it's just to keep guys relevant, to beef up the card. So I get that.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn tag,
and the pre-show started like 2 hours before the actual pay-per-view, so they filled it full of something.
Yeah. Sami Zayn tagging with Neville against the Dudleys, and they won.
Okay.
What the hell? This was just, you know, when you look at it and you look at, like, Sami Zayn and what he's done and the impact and how behind him the crowd is, and you put him on the pre-show in a tag team match with Neville against the Dudleys.
They're not even actually a tag team.
It was weird. There's
like,
nothing attached to it. And they're great. They're really impressive to watch. Yeah. But really? We can't figure out something better?
Biggest event of the summer.
I guess that's why. They're like, well, it's big because we got Sammy on it. And then the main event of the pre-show, you had Sheamus versus Cesaro for the beginning of the best of 7. I really feel like this should have been on the main show. I have issue with the fact that it was not. I feel like this should have opened the show.
Well,
Make that rivalry feel important. Make the best of 7 feel like it matters.
Well, the last match on the pre-show is always the most important with the way that they've been doing things lately. Yeah, I mean, opening the show with Jericho versus Enzo and Cass, like, that's obviously not a big storyline they're going to be going with. This is a best of 7.
Yeah. Make that matter.
That they should have been swapped. You know,
I agree.
Jericho and Enzo and Cass should have closed the pre-show. Sheamus and Cesaro should have opened the main show.
Or I would have even said, and I hate to do this, to put a title on there, but again, I feel like if you put like Miz and Apollo Crews, that helps boost up a reason of like, oh, well, this is why we should watch it. Well, I guess maybe that's the idea behind Sheamus and Cesaro.
You know what?
Now this is why it matters. It's the opening.
Statements retracted.
Take all that back.
They're selling network subscriptions because you can't see it unless you buy the network.
That's right. So Sheamus took the first match.
WWE.
You know, and then the pay-per-view opened. You had Jericho versus Enzo and Cass. Really enjoyed the chemistry with Owens and Jericho.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun all around.
You got the pop-up code breaker for the win, which is cool. Considering what we know now in the future after this event, it's going to be interesting to see where they go with Jericho and Owens. But solid match, solid performance for a couple guys that, you know, aren't tag specialists by any means, but they had good chemistry. What a lot of people said was an excellent match, but was one of the sloppiest damn matches was Charlotte and Sasha. Holy crap, there were some vicious looking spots.
It's such a shame too.
And multiple times they happened. It wasn't like there was one moment. No, it was multiple times. Sasha's falling on her head and neck, and I feel like they outworked themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the problem in this match. I feel like, they had that excellent match on Raw. Sasha went over, and it was awesome. And apparently she's been dealing with nagging injuries anyway, hence the decision to let Charlotte win, which she did.
Getting a little time off. She was injured during the match, so.
Which it may have been a very legitimate injury. But I feel like they just outworked themselves. I think they felt the pressure. And Sasha's great, man. She has... she's an excellent worker. But I feel like this match showed that put on some size, get some strength, because her size difference with Charlotte felt very, very obvious in this match, because, good God, woman, you're going to kill yourself. Like, you wrestled like Eddie Guerrero, but you're not jacked up like Eddie Guerrero. So you gotta...
Eddie had some meat to him.
And you look at Charlotte, who is... built and strong as hell, and
grew up as a gymnast, so she has that base skeletal strength.
Yeah, so I mean, whew.
And she's huge.
Yeah, but Charlotte wins. A lot of people were really unhappy about this, but Sasha looked like she got legitimately injured at the end. She is actually okay. They did give her some time off to kind of heal up from some nagging injuries, which is good that they did that, but.
Nobody wanted to see her drop the belt.
No, nobody did.
I know I didn't.
No, and I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where the journey goes. Miz versus Apollo Crews. This was pretty solid, but, Miz wins.
Obviously.
Via Maurice distraction. I really got the impression we were going to see Apollo maybe get an opportunity, and he lost. And that's okay. I like what they're doing with Miz. So I will say that. I think the direction they're taking him is way better. So because of that, all right, I'm okay with him winning.
Yeah.
I think it's good. Match of the evening.
Yeah.
The match that blew everybody away. That is AJ Styles versus John Cena 3. Well, I guess technically 2, but it is the third meeting. It doesn't matter. Incredible. Incredible match. They have excellent chemistry together.
They really do. I don't know if it's just because they're both veterans in the business and they're just both on the same page, but damn, they can put on a match.
Well, John, I think, has been kind of working a little different with AJ than he typically has.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the, pump up the Reeboks, throw up the Rapido 5 minutes. He used to back in the day. That's what he used to do. He would boom, 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 because he wore the pump shoes when he was the doctor of thugonomics.
Awesome.
But he kind of looked, and I'm assuming he's just selling this, but he's playing that like, I've lost a step, I'm a step slower type deal. Like, he did that was a very apparent in the first matchup.
No, I can't keep up with this new guy.
It's kind of what it seems like. I don't know if that's intentional, if that was because, like, well, I did come off of an injury, I don't know, but he hits AJ. And I'm going to be honest. History has shown John Cena wins.
Right.
Like, it's what I expected. It's what I thought.
Cena.
Yeah, it's John Cena. He's the face that runs the place, which let's hear that another 1,000 times. But I really did. I thought he was going to win, especially he hits the attitude adjustment from the top. It's like, oh, well, that's it. And AJ kicked out. What? That was...
His attitude didn't get adjusted.
Nobody kicks out from that. Okay, John goes for a second. Reverse into the style slash. Oh, well, yeah, John's going to kick out of that. And he did.
He did.
And then AJ goes and hits a phenomenal forearm. 1, 2, 3.
AJ wins clean.
He won clean against John Cena.
At SummerSlam.
Well, John Cena has a terrible SummerSlam record. I think he's only won like twice. at SummerSlam. He's like 2-13 or some shit. I don't know. It's ridiculous.
So it's the Triple H at WrestleMania curse.
Pretty much. Yeah. He has a bad SummerSlam record, but this was amazing. I mean, this is the kind of situation that you, as a wrestling fan, wanted to see AJ Styles do. You wanted to, not because anything against John, but you know, he's buried. Well, not buried, but he's won a lot of times where it's like, maybe don't win this. Maybe somebody else needs it.
Maybe the Titan falls every now and then, and he did. And you know, celebration. AJ leaves. John
takes his
armband off and
kisses it.
Leaves it in the ring. What does it mean?
What does it all mean?
What does it mean?
We haven't seen him on SmackDown since, and of course AJ has been wearing said headband.
Because he's such a delicious bastard.
He is. It's excellent. But what does it all mean?
What does it mean? Is he giving up?
You never give up. So the next match, the Club versus the New Day. Going into this, we said the Club is going to win. They are going to get the belts off. New Day's had them for over a year at this point, officially.
It's time for the chase.
It's time for the chase.
Time to flip.
And Jon Stewart, oh my God, stay away from the wrestling. It's not funny. It's not entertaining. It's just cringeworthy, and it's bad, and nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Tuck your shirt so nobody sees your old man belly. Ah ha 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 ha. You ruined that moment.
I mean, granted, the Big E returning, I did see that.
Yeah.
What I would have preferred.
Very quick recovery from ring postitis.
That's true. What I would have preferred to have seen is maybe the Club. One, no Jon Stewart. Maybe the Club wins. They go to deliver ring postitis, then Big E comes out, maybe limping, maybe not 100%. That would have been something.
Yeah.
I feel like for events that are supposed to be big like this, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, with a feud like that that's been built really well,
yeah,
with talented individuals like they had in that match, you should never get an ending like the one we got.
Yeah.
I feel like we should see something at a big event like that. Like if you do that on another pay-per-view, like a Backlash or whatever,
yeah,
okay. But the hottest event of the summer, the biggest thing, they're trying to make SummerSlam like WrestleMania, and you're having the damn match in a DQ and some weird celebrity involvement, and
who hasn't been involved at all.
Yeah, he just shows up. I swear to God, he better not show up next year. Stay away. No one likes you.
No one likes you in this situation.
Yeah, so
in this context.
Yeah.
Go be a unicorn somewhere else.
Yeah, go away. It was an alright match. Yeah.
It
was
whatever.
flat. It felt flat. So Ambrose against Ziggler. You know, man, I was really disappointed.
This amazing culmination of breaking through glass ceilings and being underutilized and proving everybody wrong. And Ambrose wins. My
biggest problem with this, Ambrose, right before the finish, he hit, I can't remember if he pushed Dolph off or if he reversed something, and he jumps down, and right before he hits Dirty Deeds, he goes and hits it. Kind of like a whoop-de-doo. He no-sold Dolph and then hits a...
And it was a fantastic match by Dolph. Dolph brought everything he had, like he usually does.
Yeah.
And I just knew, I'm... The side note, I am heartbroken by this event.
Dolph Ziggler's one of her favorite wrestlers of all time.
This was it. The build, the storyline, it was it. He was going to be the champion, if only for a night. I would have even had, if you absolutely wanted, he beats Dean. Dean beats him on SmackDown. If you really wanted to do that, if only for a night. But just all of this build and the promos and the smack talk interviews, and he just loses. He just fucking loses.
This match, again, Dolph put forward an excellent performance, but I felt like there was so much down.
Yeah.
For this particular show, there was a lot of down notes. You know, Charlotte winning, Miz winning, Jericho winning, AJ winning is an up note, I suppose. The club, the weirdness there, and Ambrose winning, like, for us, that was a down note. For some people, they're probably like, yeah, fuck Dolph Ziggler.
Asylum. I got no problem with Ambrose, but it just really...
It felt like it was time to put it back on. Put the belt on Dolph. Dolph is... I was incredibly disappointed. Incredibly disappointed.
Hashtag new era. Something.
So this is where the booking of the show got really weird, because you had a world title before the 6-woman tag. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I truly believe, okay, you want to make Brock and Randy the main event. I get it. Brock Lesnar, you know, Randy. I understand. 15 years in the making. I understand that completely.
Yeah.
However, the 2 world title matches should have been the 2 matches before the main event. I completely believe that. 100% that's how it should have gone.
But then you have this next match, which is just an amalgam of wrestlers with no prize.
It was much like the pre-show SmackDown of, hey, we got a women's title on the way. Here are the ladies that are involved in that.
That's exactly what it was.
There they go. Eva Marie, of course, not there for the real reason due to her suspension, but they played it off because she's on vacation due to harsh fan treatment. What was it that they said?
That was... Oh, WWE, that was really funny. The emotional stress due to hateful comments and stuff, and it's like, oh, you really do pay attention, don't you?
So at this point, there's gonna be someone else.
Yeah, and of course, it's Nikki. It's Nikki Bella. You can look, but you can't touch. Like, okay, I'll just look.
Yeah, but this was still a pretty solid match considering everything. Nikki looked fantastic. It was good to see her back in the ring. She's
I was happy to see Alexa in the mix.
Yeah, this was a good match. I really do. I think they did a good job with what they had. It's certainly an improvement from what we had seen in the past from a lot of the women. And I think that when you look at like Sasha versus Charlotte, a bar was set. They're like, all right, you want to be on the show, get your ass out there and put on one. And Nikki gets the pin on Carmella, which has led to an excellent feud so far. So it served a purpose. The next match,
for the first ever Universal Championship.
I want to say something about this because it really pissed me off. Okay, look. The belt, the way it looks. Does it look dumb? Okay, yeah, sure. Why not? Crowd has acknowledged, we don't like this belt. They spent the majority of this match talking about the way the belt looked. That is so disrespectful.
And chanting and whatever.
Who gives a shit what it looks like? It doesn't matter. What matters is the 2 guys in the ring putting on a performance that is one of the best performances that has been seen within the past few months on any WWE event. I mean, it was an excellent match. Seth and Finn delivered 100% in that.
Dream match.
And the crowd proceeded to disrespect the shit out of them by talking about the way the stupid belt looked. Who gives a shit?
Who gives a crap?
Who cares? I don't. Did I like the way it looked? No, not really. Did I like the Universal name? Meh. But I don't care, because that doesn't matter. If I had my way, it'd be the goddamn WCW World Heavyweight Championship. It'd be the big gold.
Yeah.
Because when you add the big gold, you're the best in the business today. So if I had my way, that's what it would be. It would be the damn World Heavyweight Championship.
But no, it's a new belt. The first new belt in a very long time. Just get caught up in the history of it. Don't ruin it.
Just shut the hell up. And it even makes me more angry because it was such a great match. We talk about...
It was Finn Balor's first WWE pay-per-view.
And the crowd just proceeded to take a dump.
Do you not understand?
And the tragedy that ultimately came of that match, there was the power bomb to the barricade. Finn dislocated his shoulder, yanked it back into position himself. So all those people chanting about how terrible the belt looked and booing the belt. Hey, guess what? Finn Balor's gone for 6 months out there busting his ass to entertain you, and you dumbasses couldn't stop chanting about the way the damn belt looks for 5 minutes to appreciate the fact that
the work that he's putting in, that they're both putting in,
and that he got injured to entertain you, and all you could do is talk about the way a fucking belt looked. I was so disappointed and disgusted with the way the crowd reacted. And it's like, I get it. Share your voice. Go on Twitter. Talk about it. It's a great match. Excellent to see Finn win.
Don't hijack the show.
Yeah, stop the bullshit. Great match.
Turn to your neighbor and be like, oh man, that belt looks like shit.
Go on Twitter. Talk about it. Go on
Finn.
YouTube. Make a video about how much you hate it. Enjoy the match.
Keep it off the WWE cameras.
Enjoy the match.
Don't ruin it for everybody else.
Great match.
Fantastic match.
Highest point of the show, I think. The new era. This was the okay. We didn't let Ziggler win.
Yeah,
Sasha didn't win.
Sorry, we didn't put it on Dolph, but Finn Balor is your very first Universal Champion.
God damn it! It was good to see the young lion Prince Devitt go out there and win.
It was great.
So good. So the next match was not a match.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't talk about Seth hurting people.
Another time. we do other videos. There's another time. Don't worry.
We love you, Seth, but
I have enough anger still to talk about that, but another time we'll not do that here on the SummerSlam show. I shit on the WWE Universe for shitting on that belt. I'm not going to shit on Seth Rollins yet. So, yeah, Roman Rusev. I was actually really excited for this match, despite the fact that we got it for free on Monday.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? They gave us the match for free. It wasn't for the belt. Like, what was the point? Oh, because the match never even happened. They just beat the shit out of each other, and that was it. But I enjoyed that. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it's like, whatever. No, they're just, Roman's fucking party boy now.
Yeah. And so it was weird. I guess it was a time constraint thing, so maybe that's why they want to go out and have like a 5-minute match.
Maybe, but boy, they didn't need it because the main event lasted 5 minutes.
No, it was a little longer. It was maybe 10. Maybe a little longer than that.
15 years in the making, and it was good.
Despite the end, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a good match. There were some cool moments. Brock doing his thing, laying the domination down, then Randy making the comeback, the RKO onto the table. That was cool. And then they tried to do the John Cena spot from back in the day, and apparently, according to all reports, that was a planned spot. That was the planned end. It was supposed to end via a TKO. I don't know that they necessarily intended...
Maybe he was supposed to be, knocked out, not bleeding everywhere.
I think the blood was intentional, but I don't think they intended for Brock to rip half of Randy's skull open.
Because it was
12 staples it was, I think.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
I want to say 18. I'm not sure.
It was a lot. There was a lot of blood.
It was staples.
It was the most blood we have seen in a long time.
It was quick too. It was the
gash was like
he
that.
He hits the mat and it just.
I like the end because of the brutality. It helped tell the story. Brock's this beast,
Brock
this monster.
Lesnar is great. Shane comes out to protect his, star athlete, and Brock steps in front of him. Oh, you can't get to him. I'm a beast. And Paulie's like, no, Brock, no,
no, Brock,
please,
no.
Shane gets the F5.
I have one criticism. It ended the show on such a down and flat note.
Yeah, because it was just such a. Oh, the commentators start whispering, oh, doctor's gonna stop the fight. You
Yeah.
know? And then everybody's just sitting there like, huh.
I think, and it was an opportune moment, and I know a lot of people were expecting it to happen. They were expecting Goldberg. That's a belief.
Yeah.
Honestly, with nothing happening, it's just flat. It's a flat way to end the show.
Yeah, just...
You made Brock look like a monster. It's great. We already know that he is.
Yeah.
We don't need to get something else to remind us of it. So that should have at least have Goldberg come out a stare down. Something. Not just Brock destroys Randy Orton's head. F5 Shano walks out. Hey guys, thanks for watching the show. Have a good one.
See you Monday.
Yep, see you Monday. Have a good one. So yeah, overall, how do you feel about the show?
No, you know, it didn't really blow my mind. It was on par with any other pay-per-view.
I agree. I think we've seen better ones.
Yeah.
Especially, and maybe a lot of it was the hype, the build, the weirdness of the draft has happened, so some of the feuds aren't...
growing pains.
I think that's what it is. I think because of, like, the Battleground aftermath, the fact that there are matches for SmackDown that didn't matter because they weren't for anything.
Right.
It's just a way to show everybody. So I think that hurt. Yeah, I'm flat, but I'm with you. I think growing pains. I think had the draft happened...
awkward teenage phase.
Yeah, I think had maybe the draft happened maybe 2 months before.
Maybe in like April?
Yeah, I think had it happened like post-Mania...
Yeah.
Probably could have been a lot stronger of a show. They would have been able to build better. But yeah, tough show. Especially that great NXT show. But I think it's tough to compare the two directly. But yeah. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you hate the fact that we shit on the fact that the crowd was shitting on the belt? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be so kind, give us that thumbs up, and if you really liked it, subscribe to the channel for more wrestling goodness.
The button will be at the end of the video in the credits. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And as we always say here on Tandem Fandom, if you're going to be a fan,
bring a friend.